Hey students, alright, so now we're on page 15. This is example number 2. And example number 2 is an example of a perimeter problem. Okay? It's a type of word problem where we're going to use the concept of perimeter to answer questions. We actually did some of these back in Fast and Furious, so this will just be a reinforcement or a review or hopefully help with that skill. So you're designing a rectangular pet pen for your new baby puppy. You have 30 feet of fence barrier. You decide that you would like the length to be 6 feet. Now, I'm going to take out the fraction. We're not going to worry about fractions for this. Feet longer than the width. If you're doing a perimeter problem or anything where you can draw a picture will take the place of the let statement. So if you draw in label, you do not have to make a let statement saying that x equals something. So I'm going to draw a picture of a rectangle. All right? So I have 30 feet of fence barrier, so I know that that's my total. That's all I can use. Right? I need to figure out what the length is and what the width is. Once again, I've got two different things that I don't know. Right expressions represent the width and the length, and find the dimensions. If it says find the dimensions, that means they want you to actually find what these two are. Well, here's where we go. Now, here's a similarity with this one in and off of example 1, but not quite to that extent. You don't know either one. However, they tell you that the length is 6 feet longer than the width, which once again says that if I knew the width, I could find the length. Right? So I'm going to let the width be x. I'm going to use x. You can use w if you would like. The length is 6 longer than that, x plus 6. All right. Now, the other thing about perimeter, too, is the easiest way to find the perimeter is to add up all sides. All right, so here I've only labeled 2 of them. So one thing I know about a rectangle is that if this side is x, and over here is x. If this is x plus 6, this is also x plus 6. So now what I have is I have the sides x plus 6 plus x plus x plus 6 plus x. Let's group together what's the same. I'm going to add all my x's up. X plus x plus x plus x. That's 4 x's. Now, I also have a couple of constant numbers, or just numbers that don't change, like the 6's. So I can actually add them together and get 12. So 4x plus 12 is equal to 30. Now, I will solve this equation. All right. Just because I'm saving time, 4x equals 18, divide 4, and x will equal 4.5. Right. So just like the previous example, in example number 1, you've got 4.5. Now it's 4.5 feet. So I know that the width is 4.5 feet. But once again, it asks for both dimensions. So this one is 4.5 plus 6, or 10.5 feet. Yep. Right. So I'm going to leave example number 3 for an extension problem if we actually get to that. So here's where I want the focus to be. When you get to this page, I want you to go to the exercises. And at this point, I had told you already previously to work on 3. So I want you to work on number 1, number 2. Right? And we're going to just forget this one for right now, because that's one if the challenge problem, if you get done with everything and you want to come back to that one, that's fine. But then you go over here and you do the independent practice problems. And actually, there's one more there. All right. So, all right. Good luck. Work hard.